I've seen the world change, but this wisdom never gets old. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be discussing some of the most important quotes from the movie Lion. If you haven't yet watched it, then make sure to watch the film first and then come back to this video. This 2016 drama film is based on the true story of Saru Brierley, who was adopted by an Australian couple after getting lost in India as a 5-year-old child. The film follows Saru from his childhood in India to his adulthood in Australia, where he sets out to find his lost family. While the movie is heartbreaking at times, there are also several inspiring moments that will stick with you long after the credits roll. So without further ado, here are some of the best quotes from the movie Lion. Let's get started. No. 1. There are two types of people in this world: those who find their family and those who lose them. This quote perfectly sums up the main theme of the movie, which is the search for belonging and identity. Throughout the film, we see how much it affects Saru to be separated from his birth mother, and how desperate he is to find her again years later. We also meet other characters who have also been separated from their families due to adoption or war, and are equally eager to find their roots. Number 2. You don't choose your family. They are God's way of saying, "Thank you for listening." This quote is spoken by one of the adoptive parents, and it reflects their belief that they were chosen by their children rather than the other way around. Despite all the challenges they faced in raising an adopted son, they never once regretted it. In fact, they felt incredibly blessed to have him in their lives. No. 3. If you can remember your past life, you're not living in the present. This quote is spoken by a spiritual healer that Saru meets in India. He believes that Saru's memories are blocking his ability to connect with his present reality. This is a very interesting concept to explore, because it makes us think about how much our past experiences shape who we are today. If we're constantly dwelling on the past, are we really living in the present moment? No, for people move on. That's what people do. But just because people move on doesn't mean that it wasn't real. This quote is spoken by one of the characters who is reflecting on a past relationship that ended sadly. Despite the pain of the breakup, he recognizes that both he and his ex-girlfriend have moved on with their lives. However, this doesn't make the love they shared any less real or significant. This is a very wise observation about human relationships and how even though they may come to an end, the memories and feelings associated with them will always remain. No. 5. It's hard to let go of something that you have no control over. This quote is spoken by another character who is struggling to let go of a situation that is beyond their control. They feel helpless and frustrated because they can't change what has happened and feel stuck in their own negative thoughts and emotions. This is a very relatable feeling. There are so many situations in life where we feel like everything is happening to us and we can't do anything to stop it. It's important to remember that although we can't change the past, we can always choose how we respond to it. No. 6. If you want to help someone, sometimes you need to let them do it on their own. This quote is spoken by one of the adoptive parents in response to their son's struggles to connect with his biological family. They realize that in order for Saru to truly find peace, he needs to take the journey himself and work through his feelings of grief and loss. This is a very difficult lesson for any parent to learn, because it means letting go of their child in a way and trusting that they will be okay. However, in the long run, it is the best thing for Saru's personal growth and development. No. 7. Sometimes when you're searching for something, you're not looking in the right place. This quote is spoken by one of the characters and it reflects their realization that they have been searching for something in all the wrong places. They have been so focused on finding a solution to their problems that they have untaken the time to truly understand what it is that they are looking for. This is a very insightful quote because it makes us think about how often we can be misguided in our goals and desires. Sometimes we think we know what we want, but in reality we are just chasing after something that will never make us happy. No. 8. The taste of food made by your mother is never forgotten. This quote is spoken by one of the characters and it reflects their longing for their mother's cooking. They have fond memories of the delicious meals she used to make for them, and they and help but miss her cooking. Even if they have tried to replicate her dishes themselves, it just doesn't taste the same without her. This is a very sweet and heartwarming quote that celebrates the power of family and tradition. Number 9. Every goodbye is a new beginning. This quote is spoken by one of the characters near the end of the film. It's a very hopeful message that suggests that every ending is also a new beginning. No matter how difficult it may be to say goodbye, it's important to remember that it's not the end of the world, and there is always hope for a fresh start. No. 10. You may not be able to change the way you feel, but you can change the way you act. This quote is spoken by one of the characters, and it reflects their belief that even though we can control our feelings, we can control how we act. No matter how difficult a situation may be, it's important to remember that we always have a choice in how we respond. We may not be able to change the way we feel, but we can change the way we act. Sometimes that is all that matters. No. 11. Home is where the heart is. This classic proverb is taken to a whole new level in the film Lion as Saru searches for his biological family in India while living in Australia with his adoptive parents. It makes us think about what really defines home. Is it a place, or is it the people you love and care about? No. 12. We all have demons to face. This quote is spoken by one of the characters, and it reflects the universality of human suffering. No matter who we are or what our circumstances may be, we all have to deal with pain and suffering at some point in our lives. It's important to remember that we are not alone in our struggles, and that everyone has to endure their own unique challenges. So there you have it, 12 powerful quotes from the movie Lion that will stick with you long after you've seen the film. We would love to hear your thoughts on these quotes in the comments below. Which one is your favorite? What does it mean to you? Thanks for watching, and see you next time.